Welcome to Rugged Cams. Today I want to talk about web browsers and why we advocate Internet Explorer over all other web browsers. Now there are times when you may need to use a web browser to get into an NVR, DVR, or even a camera to adjust settings or change a password or whatever. There are a myriad of modern browsers out there, and I'm not bashing any of them at all. This is just a matter of compatibility, not preference, or even performance outside of security cameras. While Firefox, Opera, Edge, Chrome, and Safari are all much newer and in some ways better browsers, Internet Explorer is still the preferred browser for working on security systems. Why? Well, it all boils down to how to get a compressed and encoded video image from a device to your browser without using a third-party decoding device somewhere in the middle. Now the answer is old school ActiveX plugins in Internet Explorer. Now keep in mind that for years, Internet Explorer was the only browser allowed in many business environments. Therefore, most companies made their web applications IE compatible. DVR, NVR, and camera manufacturers are no exception to this rule, and this is why we still are using good old IE even now that the latest version was made in 2013. Now, since this is a Microsoft technology we're talking about, that also means that Apple Safari is not going to cut it. And in reality, even in Parallels, that's Apple's Microsoft emulator, these ActiveX components are not well supported and rarely work as intended. Now, don't get me wrong, Macs are great for other stuff, but for working with security systems, you really need a PC running Windows. Now, I know what you're thinking. Edge is Microsoft's latest and greatest web browser. Why can't we run that? Well, in Edge, Microsoft adopted more of Google Chrome's technology and abandoned ActiveX. Again, ActiveX is the translator for the video data, and for whatever reasons, no one has created equivalent add-ons for any of the other browsers out there yet. So for now, we're stuck with 2013's IE 11. Now, you might also be thinking, I have Windows 10, IE 11 isn't even on Windows 10. Well, you'd be wrong, Sparky. Click on the Windows Start button and type in Internet. Oh, there it is. Still there, still working, wonders never cease. So now, let's talk about these ActiveX add-ons. Now, you open up your browser, you type in the IP address of your device, let's say it's an NVR, and you get this prompt to install something. It still opens even without the add-in, but it won't show any video. Now, if you don't need to see video, you can always just ignore the prompt and do what you need to do. But if you need to see the video feed, you'll have to install it. You may need to close out IE 11 while it installs and reopen when it's done. Now, I should also say that Windows may complain about an unsigned application. You can click on Details and allow it to install. Then it may even prompt you again to allow the ActiveX component to work once you've logged into the NVR again. Once installed and allowed, you should be able to see your video feeds. One more annoyance I should tell you about as well, depending on when the device was manufactured and maybe even when the latest firmware was updated, there may be multiple versions of the same ActiveX component that won't install if another one exists on your system. In other words, you may have to uninstall an ActiveX component before you install another one. It's not difficult to do, but sometimes it is a bit of a pain. So that's the lowdown on why we still use Internet Explorer. I hope this helps, and as always, if you have questions, please give us a call at 866-283-6003, or you can always email us at techsupport@ruggedcams.com. Thanks for watching.